Hello. Targeted individuals go through life knowing that they are being continually discredited and harassed. It sometimes still takes them many years to discover that what is happening to them is the formal protocol of gang stalking. Once they become aware of this protocol and begin researching it on the internet, they discover the actual term, gang stalking and targeted individuals. Countless TIs have said they fear for their life because of the stalking until they finally discovered the secret in those two terms. When a TI realizes they're just the tip of the iceberg, upon Googling the gang stalking protocol, a TI discovers that there are countless other TIs in the same boat as they are, the majority of whom are not aware that they are a TI, just as they had not known for so long. Some TIs are baffled that something like this, disguised so well, could exist out in the open in society, especially when it had been happening to them for so long. Regular people are also shocked to hear something could exist and may have trouble believing it. Understandably, they wonder how something so crazy and unbelievable could have existed right under their noses for their whole life without their knowledge. However, professionals play dumb, who risk losing their credentials and careers. Cops, attorneys, psychiatrists, healthcare, and other professionals are in on the conspiracy. They will not discuss gang stalking or organized harassment. But they must play dumb and act bewildered, or they risk losing their credentials. Countless TIs have sought the advice of trusted authority figures and legal adversaries. Universally, these TIs claim that these professionals could have wised them up, but chose not to, and often lied. And sometimes, they even threatened the targeted individual. This keeps the gang stalking protocol underneath the radar. The flooding of gang stalking discussions online spreads tons of disinformation. Any reputable info regarding gang stalking is flooded by paid professionals that mix disinformation with truths so that the average person, not a victim of gang stalking, doesn't know what to believe. A lot of the issues must be true, but who knows which? All of the issues are hard to grasp, however, starting with gang stalking itself. Disinformation shills need to tell their far-fetched stories elsewhere, because this YouTube channel is focused on what I am certain of, gang stalking. Who pays the disinformation shills? Consider the endless funds and resources that are spent deploying gangs of stalkers, the cost of a paid disinformation shill brigade that continue to flood the discussions of gang stalking with crazy-sounding talk ought to be a drop in the fucking bucket. The risk of being sent to a mental health institution is great when you're a targeted individual. If a TI mentions harassment to an authority figure, they risk punishment of psychiatric care, which would further discredit them. So most TIs keep quiet and put up with their daily harassment, most thinking they are the only ones. Some wonder how anything so crazy could be happening, and it would only be natural for them to doubt their own sanity once in a while, especially in the beginning. But then one day they wise up to the terms gang stalking and targeted individuals, and it all adds up and the game changes. Who initiates gang stalking, and why? Some TIs were chosen as targets for revenge of speaking out. Their families are often targeted as well, children included, for life. Again and again, generations of families are targeted in order to wipe out entire bloodlines. In other cases, organized crime uses this system to seek control of the TI's assets. Some TIs have stated they feel they are being used as target practice, and often referred to as human lab rats used for medical experimentation and psychiatric experimentation without their consent or notification. There is never any proof of this, however, which is common if you're a TI, because you can't ever prove anything. Go figure. The same law enforcement resources that are used to capture bad guys are unleashed on targeted individuals. This leaves little doubt that gang stalking has government involvement. That being said, they have endless resources and power. And speaking of government involvement, normal people understandably find it hard to believe that their United States government would spend so much money funding a program that harasses, discredits, mobs, defrauds, and continually plays dirty little tricks on its own citizens. People ask, what's so special about you? Why would they come after you? They wouldn't do that. They could just shoot you in the head. Why would they harass you, seek to destroy your relationships, isolate you, drive you to suicide or forced homelessness? It all sounds crazy, just as the gang stalking protocol is intended to sound. TIs never learned the reason why they were chosen, because their vigilante trial took place in secret without them knowing, and more importantly, without due process. Many go through life asking themselves, why? What did I do to deserve this? Gang stalking is a worldwide protocol that follows a TI through life as they relocate to new residences, jobs, states, or even countries. It's even present in communist countries. The objective of this YouTube channel is to expose gang stalking and blacklisting, without getting sidetracked. No politics, no religious propaganda, or crazy-sounding talk besides gang stalking, which already sounds crazy. Thank you for listening to this video, watching.